Scott, can you tell me what you think about what's going on in our country and in Minnesota specifically?
That's a big question. It's a big country. That covers a lot of areas. We're talking about something more specific today, which is the pain, confusion, chaos that's taking place with the Minnesota events and what's going on in the news with all that. What I have to say is this. I know you and I discussed this kind of privately behind the scenes, and we both have very strong emotions about all events. We're not trying to brush them under the carpet or avoid them whatsoever. But we both decided when we talked about it, as far as this podcast is concerned, that this podcast was already preset to not be a platform for political or even social agendas necessarily. We're not sweeping them under the rug or ignoring them or denying them. We're simply reminding, there's the emotions, that what we want Third Eye to be is a sanctuary for people to think and have wisdom and feeling. It's not a place to opine or diatribe or stand on a soapbox. It's a place to explore feelings, emotions, things that are what I consider more eternal truths rather than just temporary events, as damaging as they are. So we both have huge emotions about what's taking place. And so we felt an obligation to make some type of comment, but we're not commenting on it. We're simply reminding viewers and listeners that are beginning to follow us that Third Eye is a place, a sanctuary, to come to enjoy some thoughts and perceptions that have some depth and some wisdom to them that are away from those kind of things. What do you think?
Yeah, certainly I think we felt it valuable and important to acknowledge it's what's going on, just that it's happening.
About opinions, and you know what they say about opinions, right? They're like assholes. Everybody's got one. They all stink. And so, again, We're not discounting that. We're not offering our personal positions on these events because, again, this is not the platform for them. And we're not going to invite people on for them as well either. You want that? Go to the news, go to talk shows, whatever. That's great. This is not the place for that. So we're simply trying to respect the sacred boundaries of what Third Eye is about, that we're discussing things that are very social in context and all those kind of things too that affect us every day in many ways. But we're not going to get involved with those particular areas. Not because we don't have strong opinions, because we definitely have very strong opinions and very determined ones. So we're not flexible on those things. So again, that just want to acknowledge that the chaos, I think we both feel the same way, that at the crux of it, the chaos, the pain, the struggle, the conflict, the polarization of people it's nauseating. I mean, it is just so hard to process each and every day that it does make it hard to kind of get up and function in the world. We want people to know that Third Eye is a place you can come to share time with us about things that do really matter. All these things matter, but these are different octaves of things that matter.
Yeah.
So let's leave it at that. This is just a little announcement we want to put out there so we can acknowledge that we are sensitive to the events that are taking place for everybody involved.
Mm-hmm. And to basic human rights and to basic people's,
Be careful. And again, we're not trying to avoid these things. We simply want to create a safe space for people to come to get away from those things. Not just idle entertainments. Those are fine too. I need them as well when I can find good ones, which is pretty rare. But to try to find things that are cerebral, mentally challenging, intellectual, have some feeling and emotion to them, that aren't polarizing events that are taking place. You know? That's it.
And maybe some of these subjects can help to be integrated into our own challenges, adversities, and the wrestling with confusion and the overwhelm that can occur when it feels like there's just so much going on. It's so out of control. We are also polarized. That's a really overwhelming place to be. And I can feel that a lot. I've managed my own overwhelming sensations and things, but I can say that yesterday I felt a lot of that coming in, and just, it's an internal dialogue, if nothing else. But if if you want to get away from it all and talk about some lighthearted or deep things rather, but
Yeah, I don't
something
think we're
that's
really
different.
lighthearted here, but we definitely are definitely more deep things that are, yeah, just different from different contexts.
But I also integrate all of these conversations and weave them into the greater, larger, broader things, and that's something that I do independently. So you're welcome to do what you want with all these things, but join us for some general community conversation, sticking together, being.
Get a break from the crazy stuff and get involved with some deep stuff. What I like to refer to as eternal truths, truths that stay true aeons and aeons along eternity, not simply based on today's politics, social dynamics, or anything else. Things that have long-lasting virtues. That's what we're here to discuss. So let's just wrap that up and leave it there. What I would say to you as my friend and my producer, and as I often say, criminal partner in crime, is this podcast, is that go be a mother. You got a daughter today, you got things planned. I know you got a lot of things going on today that are really fun and really sweet. Go be that and do that. And again, what we need to do is have within our minds, while we're doing all the normal things and the regular things that we need to do, have in our minds the people that are suffering, the people that are hurting, the people that are confused, the people that are chaos, and say our prayers for all of them, right? What else can we do? But we got to keep marching on and go on with our lives. That's where we make the biggest difference. Okay? See y'all soon.